In childbirth, that's such an emotional issue to begin with. But it involves the physician, the nurse, some other healthcare provider not doing and taking care of the mom and the baby like they should. And it's called violation of the standard of care. There are certain standards that we're all held to, but particularly healthcare professionals. And so if they do something that violates what the reasonable nurse, doctor, respiratory therapist, whatever the healthcare professional is, would do or should have done, and as a result, mom or the baby are injured, then there could be a action against the healthcare provider. They can do things like the baby is monitored electronically to see how its heartbeat is doing during labor. Labor is very stressful on the baby. And so you can monitor whether that baby is handling that stress well or not. But sometimes, unfortunately, the healthcare professional misses clues that they see on the monitor, or they miss things that indicates the baby's having trouble. That's one example. You can have instruments fail where the physician, for example, has forceps in delivering the baby, and as a result, the baby's injured from the improper use of those forceps. There are situations where a cesarean section should be done. All the signs and symptoms are there. We need to get the baby out as soon as possible, and the surgeon doesn't do so, or the nurse doesn't tell the surgeon or the obstetrician that there's a problem. So those are all issues that when we see one of these cases, we start investigating, we start looking at the facts, we look at the medical records, what the documentation was, all of those things for us to get an idea of whether there is or is not some kind of, whether there's some negligence. We obviously consult experts on the case. And once we do that, then we can better advise you as a client whether you have a case or not, or potential case. I emphasize that whenever you think there's an issue, we encourage people to come and talk to us as soon as you can. We'll have a confidential conference. We'll look at what's going on, and then give you the advice that we think is best. But you have to watch out. There's a time limit in Florida as to how long you have before you can sue. That's why it's important to come talk to us as soon as you think there might be an issue.